for chair yoga. What we're gonna be doing is a lot of seated yoga. We're gonna stand up and do some balancing postures, but most of the class will be all in a seated position. Some chair yoga you can get down on the floor and do stuff. That's not what we're gonna do here today. We're just gonna stay seated for a big chunk of class. Then we're gonna stand up, do some balancing, come back and sit, okay? So the first part, the most important thing, is what's your chair? What's happening with your chair? So I recommend a chair that's nice and stable, i.e. not one on wheels or that swivels, just public service announcement, but nice and tall and stable. You wanna feel sturdy. If you can avoid a chair with arms, please do. You want to have some freedom here to grab onto the sides of your chair and to move side to side. So ideally, nice sturdy chair where you can have your feet flat on the floor and then a nice strong back and then sit up nice and tall, okay? And no arms if you can, all right? So with that, we're gonna sit up nice and tall, put your feet flat on the floor. If they don't make it there onto the floor, you can place a book or blocks underneath your feet so that you can feel stable and secure. And then from there, nice and comfortable in the chair, sit up nice and tall, let your shoulders round down your back. Hands can stay in your lap, palms down or palms up, and feel a gentle lift in through your heart, the crown of the head lifting up. You can close your eyes if that feels good to you. We're just gonna take a few breaths here. So breathing in and out. Notice before you make any changes to your breath, is it all up in your chest? Are you breathing in through your belly at all? Is your breath high or is it low? Is it deep or is it shallow? And then see if you can start to make some adjustments. Breathe a little bit more deeply. As you inhale, let your belly fill up, press outward, lungs expand, and then as you exhale, pull your belly button in, that presses your diaphragm up and presses the air up and out. So we're gonna do a few of these together. So go ahead and breathe in and expand. Breathe out. Good, now keep going on your own, slowing your breath down, making it more purposeful. Relaxing through your face and your fingers. And just start to let the day fall to the side. Anything that you have going on, you can pick it back up when we're done. Right now, as your mind starts to wander, just bring it back to your breath. Bring it back to whatever's happening inside your body right now. We're gonna take 3 breaths together. In through the nose and a good strong exhale out of the mouth. So this is a cleansing breath. Get out all the stuff you don't need. So take a big breath in. Exhale, H-A-ha. 2 more like that. Breathe in. Breathe out. 1 more big breath in. Feel up, 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 up. Then let it go. Good. Breathing in and out through the nose. Nice, slow, deep breaths. Good. Now, we're going to place our hands on the side of the chair, so you want to feel nice and sturdy, and then sit up tall, arch your back, and let your shoulder blades come toward each other. Imagine lifting your heart up towards the sky. Good. Now, you don't have to tilt your chin up. You're just having a nice neutral neck here to start. Just feeling this arc in through, opening up the front part of your body. Take a big inhale here. And then as you exhale, pull your navel in, round your spine, shoulders forward, chin to chest. Good. Inhale, arch, lift the heart, open the front side of the body. Exhale, round the spine. So work with your own breath. Keep it going. Now notice if your breath is slower or faster than mine, totally fine. Do what works for you. And that goes for everything in class, right? If it feels good, do it. If it hurts, stop. Don't do it. You want to feel nice, stretchy feelings. You want to feel good later. You don't want to hurt yourself. So just do what feels good. Good. This is what it looks like from this side. We're just arching and lifting the heart and rounding. We're just going to do a couple more. This is really going to help mobility in through the spine. So the spine moves generally in 6 directions. We're doing 2 of them now, forward and back. Good. And then sit up nice and tall, relax the shoulders and drop your chin down towards your chest. Relaxing the shoulder blades back, allow the back of the neck to just let go. So we're gonna work on mobility in through the neck now. So then take your chin from right to left. So kind of like a pendulum swinging down by your chest. Just letting go of all the stress and tension and the things that we have, the things that we hold on to. And just notice, we're not pushing it, but just notice how far your nose travels in either direction. And then when your chin gets back into center, lift it back up to normal height. We're going to look over to the right. Take the nose all the way to the right as far as it goes. And then cross the horizon, look forward and then over to the left. Notice if the sides feel different, and we're going to keep it going. Just moving side to side. So moving with our breath, inhale to center, exhale to the side. Inhale to center, exhale to the other side. Just a couple more. Breathing as you go. Good. Last side, over to the left. And then come back in through center. Give your shoulders a little roll, loosen things up. Then we're going to take our right ear toward our right shoulder. Not going to get there, just relax your shoulders down, but we're tilting the head, stretching the left part of the neck. If this feels good, stay just like this. If you want to add a little bit more, take your right arm up, fingertips by your temple. We're lifting up and away, rather than just letting the hand rest on and create weight. We're lifting up and away. Take a big breath in like this, and let it go. Good. If the hand's up there, go ahead and release it. Keep this tilt. Take the chin to the collarbone. Right? You can stay like this if you want, or you can create some small little micro movements by keeping the tilt and just tilting your head up and down. Chin going up and down. Just see if it feels good. And then when you're ready, chin comes back up, head comes back up, left ear to the left shoulder. Oof, I always feel this one. So just give it a second. One side might feel different than the other. I hold all my stuff on this side, so I feel it this way a little bit more. So again, keep it like this, or take your left hand, fingertips by the temple, lift up and away. So we're still sitting up nice and tall. Pull your belly in to support your low back. Good. Relax your shoulder away from your ear. And go ahead and drop the hand, chin to the collarbone. Good. Again, keep it here if this is working for you, or chin comes up and back down. Just a few times, just working out the kinks. And then the chin comes up, head comes up. Roll the shoulders. And then the chin comes back down. Pendulum swing again. So you can keep this pendulum situation happening, just back and forth. If you don't have any neck injuries and it feels good to lift your chin up, you can go all the way around. Drawing a really big circle with your nose if that works for you. Go a couple of times in each direction, and then switch directions. If any place feels extra tight, go ahead and stay there a little bit. Ooh, whatever works. I'm going to say that a lot because this is all about how you feel as you're moving in your own body. And then come sit up nice and tall. We all have a lifetime of injuries, a lifetime of life in our shoulders and our hips and our back and our knees. So some of these postures you're going to modify, and that's totally fine. So we're going to take the shoulders, reach them forward, up, back, and down. A couple more times. Forward, up, back, and down. Good. You can make it smooth. You can get the elbows involved, make it bigger, or keep it small. Good. And then switch directions. Back, up, forward, down. The whole purpose is to feel as good in our bodies as we can for as long as we can. Right? When I was 20, I never felt my back. Now I feel my back every day. Good. Couple more. Good. And then sit up nice and tall. Pull your navel in. Support your low back. Arms are going to come out like a cactus or goalpost. Fingertips spread wide. What is that? The wrist to the elbow to the shoulder. So we're nice and wide. Take the elbow and the hands back. Lift the heart. So we're not arching back here, but we're opening up in through the chest. Imagine nice, wide heart opening up towards the sky. Collarbone is spreading up wide. Good. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. Good. And then take the elbows back in line with the torso. On your inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, elbows down towards the low ribs. Maybe give the shoulder blades a little squeeze. Inhale up. Exhale, bend and squeeze. Keep your belly pulled in. Inhale up. Exhale, bend and squeeze. Now keep going. Maybe alternating which hand goes in front. I have already forgotten this. So just do the best you can. These things work our mind as well as our body. So alternating right hand in front, left hand in front. And you can make this motion as big as you want or as small as you need, right? Whatever you like. So I can really get my muscles into it and really lift it up and really squeeze the elbows down, squeeze the shoulder blades together so I can work harder or not. You decide. You're in charge. Take a big breath in, big breath out. Follow your breath. One more, breathing in, breathing out, good. Feeling it in the shoulders maybe in the back, roll them a couple of times. Good, now sitting up tall, feet flat, arms reach up, big breath in, maybe look up, exhale, hands down. Two more like that, inhale, work with the breath. Exhale, last one, inhale, sit up tall, belly in, exhale, hands come down. Good, take one arm forward, doesn't matter which one, palm presses forward, fingertips reach up towards the sky. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take our other hand, reach for the fingertips and draw them straight back to you. So the arms straight, fingers are headed towards the nose. We're gonna open up in the back of the wrist, the bottom of the wrist. Good, and then release the fingers, make a fist, knuckles down, and then back toward your armpit. So we're gonna stretch through the top of the wrist and the top of the forearm. Stay just like this or use the other hand to help give yourself a little extra. This feels so good to me. Good, and then release the hands, shake it out, side to side. Other arm, reach it forward, straight arm, fingertips up towards the sky. Take your fingertips, take them back towards your face, stretching in through the palm, and the bottom of the forearm and the wrist. Good, release, make a fist, knuckles down, back towards you, right? I'm really using some strength here. And then if you like, if it feels good, take your hand to the fist and give it a little assist. Feeling it maybe up here, maybe. And then go ahead and release, relax, shake it out. We're gonna do our fingers. So back to the first arm, fingertips spread nice and wide. At the space between the first knuckle and the palm, we're gonna take our first finger and the opposite finger and draw it straight back. Just that one spot. Ooh, this feels it, I feel it. And then take your middle finger, right at the knuckle, that first knuckle, draw it straight back toward you. And then the ring finger. All your fingers might feel a little bit different, it's okay. And then the pinky finger. It's gonna counteract all we do on our phones, iPads, computers. Good, and relax, shake it out. And then doggy paddle. Ooh, ooh. Shake it out. Back to the second hand, right? Grab at the knuckle, that first finger, draw it straight back, just below the knuckle. Ooh. And then the middle finger. And then the ring finger. Ooh, I feel that one. And then the pinky finger. Good, and then shake it out. And then doggy paddle. Good, and now to do the thumbs, we're gonna move to the side, so kind of switch to the side. You're gonna take your hands and take your thumbs to the low ribs behind you. Press the fingers forward, so we're getting a nice stretch in this little L shape. If you can't reach your back low ribs, you can do it on the side body, that's totally fine. Pull your belly in, sit nice and tall, and press those fingers forward. Good, smile. And then release it, shake it out. This twisty chair, we'll see how it goes. Doggy paddle. Good, now, next, what we're gonna do is take the triceps, first arm back there, arm straight out in front of you, palm up, bend the elbow, touch the shoulder, reach the elbow up towards the sky. So you can stay just like this, or you can use your other hand to help assist the elbow heading straight up towards the sky. You wanna stay lifted in, pull your navel in, we're not hunching forward, we're lifting it up. So this works for you, stay here, or you can reach your other arm back around and help the elbow up towards the sky. So we're avoiding this crunching, lifting up in. So for some of us, this is more than plenty. If you want to add a little bit more, you can go ahead and take your other arm back and around, and maybe find a little grab, maybe, but you're reaching that elbow up towards this guy. So whatever works. Take one more big breath in. Let it go. Release the arm, roll the shoulder back over to the second arm. Flip the palm, straight arm, bend the elbow, touch the shoulder, lift the elbow up towards this guy. Good. Stay just like this. Figure out what this side's all about. Or reach back around, grab it, lift it up. However you are, you want to stay lifted in through the heart. Right? And then again, if this is working for you, stay right here. If there's some space and you want to, you can reach this arm down and around. See, I can't reach on this side where I could on the other side. One side's different than the other. Whatever works, take a big breath in, lift it up, and then let it go. Good. Release and roll. Good. Next, arms out nice and wide. Bend your elbows, give yourself a hug. So you might get to grab your shoulders. If you can, start to walk your fingers back towards your shoulder blades. And then lift the elbows up to shoulder height. Good. Working our shoulders. Now take a second, look down, see which see which elbow is on top. And then we're going to switch. Arms reach out, opposite elbow on top. Good. And then do the same thing here. You might be out here, that's totally fine. Start to work your hands to see how much of your shoulder blades you can grab. Take a big breath in, big breath out. Good. And then arms come back out, find your cactus. We're going to take the right elbow inside the left. Now, if it doesn't get there, we're doing Tweety Bird again, right? In kids yoga, we call this Tweety Bird, right? Or we're coming to eagle arms. So if you get that right elbow inside, you want to grab what you can, maybe like a finger, maybe you get in this reverse prayer situation. Lift your elbows up to shoulder height. Take this right thumb and move it back into the left. Gives yourself a little bit of extra. Keep the elbows up. Squeeze the elbows together. Squeeze your shoulder blades apart. And then look to the left. And then look to center, look to the right. So a little bit extra at the top of the shoulder, melting away all that tension. Come back in through center. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then release, find your goalpost. Oh, big stretch. And then other side, left elbow inside the right. Again, if this side's not happening, Tweety Bird. Otherwise, grab what you can, lift the elbows up to shoulder height. If you get this reverse prayer, have your left thumb pointing towards the back and then heading to the right. Lifting it up. Just that little extra turn sometimes gives you a little bit more. Good. Squeeze the elbows, shoulder blades away from each other, and then go over to the left. Back in through center, over to the right. And then back in through center. Take a big breath in, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And release. Good. And then relax the arms down. We're going to hold on to the side with our right hand. Lift the left arm up. Reach up like you're going to reach something on a high shelf. And then we're going to lean on over to the right. So you don't want to lean so much that you're like, whoa, I feel unsafe. You want to root down in through that left hip. Maybe look up if that feels good for you. We're just lifting up in. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, the hand comes down. Other side, right arm lifts up. Find it first on that high shelf. So we're lifting up out of the ribs, out of the hips, and then head on over to the side. Root down in through that right hip. Open up, breathe into your lungs. So I said the spine moves in 6 ways, forward, back, side to side. We've just done 1, 2, 3, and 4. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale it back up. Exhale it down. Now we're going to twist. So sit up tall. We're going to take the left hand to the outside of the right knee. Sitting tall and then turn to the right. Maybe you start to gaze behind you. Maybe not. It's all good. But you're taking that right shoulder back. This is one of those situations where you just grab what you can with your chair. Maybe sit a little forward if you need to. Take a big breath in. Sit up nice and tall. Big breath out. Inhale, come back in through center. Other side. Right hand to the outside of the left knee. Sit up tall and look to the left. Again, see what works for you. My back of my chair is low, so I can reach my other arm around it. But if you can't, you can use the hand on the side or on the back. Whatever. Sit up tall, big breath in. Big breath out. One more, big inhale. Big exhale. Inhale back and through center. So we're gonna do that one more time. So we're gonna use our breath and move with our body. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale back up through center. Exhale, twist to the left. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Inhale up and exhale. Good, and then come back into center and come on forward. Walk forward onto your seat just a little bit. So you have a little space to play. Walk your toes out to the side. So you want your toes and your knees pointing in the same direction, right? Then hands are gonna come inside the front, inside the knees. We're gonna press the knees open, right? So just seeing how this feels, starting to feel an opening in through the inner thighs. Good, breathe it in. Breathe it out. Breathe it in. Breathe it out. 2 more breaths. Breathe in and out. Last one. Big inhale. Big exhale. Good. And then walk your feet back in. Sit back just a little bit. We just want a little windshield wiper of the knees, right? So you can just relax in through the hips. Good. Now sit up nice and tall. We're still a little forward. Hands at your hips. Now imagine your pelvis is like a bowl and there's a marble in the center of your pelvis. We're going to tilt the marble forward. So it's going to spill out in between your knees. Good. And then the marble's going back, right? Pull your navel in towards your spine. You can round it forward a little bit. And then forward goes the marble and then back. Couple more, forward and back. Good, and then come on up to sit. And now we're gonna take the marble all around in a circle. So just go ahead and figure that out, see what that feels like. Just opening up in through the pelvis and in through the abs. Oh, and I said before, the spine moves 6 ways, forward, back, side, side. We did the last 2, twist and twist. Go in the other direction with your marble, twist, twist. So we did all 6. So anytime you're sitting in a chair, you can increase your range of mobility. You can work on your mobility just by stretching your spine in those 6 directions. Good, sit up nice and tall. Now, we're gonna come forward on to this seat a little bit. I'm just moving to the side so you can see what I'm doing. We're gonna sit up really tall and imagine your back is like a strong straight board, right? And we're gonna keep our arms here and then just lean it back just a little. We're not arching, we're not rounding the spine. Our back is straight. This is starting to wake up our core and come back up. If you wanna grab, see what's happening here in your abs, go right ahead, or you can keep your hands down here. Just lean it back and then come back up. Breathing in. It's easy to hold your breath on this one and then come back. If you're like, I'm not sure if this is really happening, you can lean back a little bit more, pull your belly button into your spine. You can hold it here. It's a little bit more active. I can feel it. And come on back up. We're gonna do 5 more. Back and forward. Back and forward. 3 more. Just keep the neck nice and neutral, looking straight. 2 more. Back and forward. Good. Last one. Back and forward. Whew. Good. And then take a second, relax, hands by your side, cat cow, arch your back, lift your heart, stretching through your stomach, and then round your spine. Inhale it back, exhale it round. Good. Now sit up nice and tall, interlace your hands, press your palms forward. On your inhale, arms reach up really high. Maybe your biceps are in between or right outside of your ears are in between your biceps. Maybe you can lift your biceps behind your ears, maybe not. Take a big breath in. Exhale, release the hands down to the chair. On your inhale, arch your back, lift your heart. Exhale, back into center. Interlace your hands, again, opposite grip, other thumb on top. Press the palms forward. Take a stretch here, this might feel different. Then lift the arms up. Maybe biceps frame the ears, maybe they're behind them, maybe they're in front of them. All okay. Lift it up, take a big breath in. Then release the hands down as you exhale. Inhale, arch your back, lift your heart. Exhale back into center. Good. Now, come on forward again. One more time. Walk your feet nice and wide. Excuse me. And then sit up tall. Good. Now, we're going to take our hands inside the thighs. Press the left hand into the left thigh and take your left shoulder forward and towards the center. We're going to look over to the right. So we're pressing the hand into the thigh, taking that shoulder away from the hip. You might feel a nice stretch in through the hip and or the back. Both, neither. Just pressing and stretching. Take another big breath in. Big breath out. And then come on back in through center. Switch over to the other side. Press that right hand into the right thigh. So you take that right shoulder into the center. Look to the left. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. Good. One more. Oh, this feels good. Good. And then come back in. Make sure you're nice and stable on your seats. Legs are still wide. Okay? We're going to take our arms out to the side. Take a big breath in. And we're going to twist to the right. And the hand's going to come inside the knee. Open up and look up. Okay? And then come back and through center. Then back of the hand to the knee. Open up. So this might be enough. We're going to go back and forth. This might be enough. So you can stay at this space if this works for you. If you've got a little bit more in for your hips, maybe the elbow is inside the knee. Right? Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe you can keep doing this. So you're using your hand or your elbow to open the knee up. Maybe if you've got a little bit more happening, maybe the hand comes down to the floor. Maybe. Wherever you are, we're going to do one more each side. Breathing in. Then come back and through center. Good. Walk your feet together. Wiggle them side to side. We're going to stand up and get some stuff done over here. So for here, you want to stand so that the back, your back is holding on to the chair. Again, sturdy chair, not one on wheels. Say that last time. So we're going to do like a downward facing dog with our hands on the back of the chair. So you want your hands shoulder width apart, right? Nice light grip on the back of the chair. Walk your feet back, stick your hips way back, lift your heart forward, and let your torso sink down towards the floor. Maybe the head is going to come in between the biceps, maybe further down, maybe not. It's all okay. You want to bend your knees as much as you need to, but you're actively trying to straighten the legs. It's okay if they stay bent. That's all right. But we're trying to straighten them. Lift your hips up towards the sky. Take a big breath in. Pull your navel in. Big breath out. One more like that. Big breath in. Big breath out. Downward facing dog. Come on back up. Opens up the back side of the body. Stand up nice and tall. Roll your shoulders. We're going to do it again. So you can do it again on the back of the chair. If you have a little bit more flexibility, you can do it on the seat of the chair. So we're doing hands are still shoulder width distance. Walk your feet back. Look forward. Heart lifts forward. Then melts down towards the floor. Heels are reaching down. Again, stable chair is key, right? Pull your navel in, reach your hips up, and then send those hamstrings towards the back of the room. Pull your belly in, take 2 more breaths. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Good, and then walk your hands back and come back up into stand. Oof. Good. Now, we're going to come to a pyramid pose. So you can put one hand on the side of your chair. We're going to step our right foot forward. Right toes are going to point forward. I'm doing it to the side so you can see me. Back feet are at a 25 to 45 degree angle. Hip bones pointing straight out in front of you. Both hip bones. Boom. Hold on to your chair for support. And then your left hand is at your hip. So right toes are forward. Lift up in the heart. Pull your right hip back. Come down halfway. Torso is parallel to the floor. Legs are mostly straight. There's a little tiny micro bend in that front knee. You don't want to lock it out, right? So you can stay just like this. Maybe the hand is on the back of the chair. Maybe it's on the side of the chair. Both fine. If you have more space to move, more flexibility today, Your hands can come down to the floor if that works for you. Wherever you are, we're taking one more big breath in, big breath out. And then on your inhale, come on up, ooh, and then bend the knees, step it, shake it out. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And then the left foot's gonna go forward. You can switch sides of your chair if that works for you. But the left toes are pointing forward, back foot's at a 25, 45 degree angle. Pull that left hip back towards you. Feet, by the way, 3.5 feet apart. Pull your belly in, hold on to your chair, pull the left hip back, and then come back halfway. So the idea here is that there's like a tray right here on your tailbone. A tray of tea, cookies, whatever, no judgment, cake, I don't know, anything you'd like. But it's nice and flat here, right? So we're not tilting one hip in above the other. Take one more big breath in. Maybe the hands come down. Good, and then when you're ready, lift it back up, and then step it back and shake it out. Good. Now, tree pose. Stand up nice and tall. First, mountain pose. I said tree, mountain first. So, hands at your chair for stability. Stand up tall, belly in, heart lifts, crown lifts. Lift up your toes, spread them out, and see if you can place them down one at a time. Pinky toe, ring toe, middle toe, first toe. I have to do it with my hands because my feet don't like to do it, but I try. Good. So we're nice and strong. Legs are engaged, belly is in, like you're zipping up a pair of pants, right? Mountain pose. A lot of things happening. Standing with intention. Strong. Take a big inhale. Big exhale. Now for tree. Shift your weight over to your right leg, bend your left knee, open it out to the side. So you're still holding onto your chair for support. Keep that left heel at your right ankle, if that works for you. If you wanna try a little bit more, you can lift the foot up to the shin, below the knee, or help it above the knee. This seems like a good place to place the foot, it's not. Above or below the knee, please. Good, stand up nice and tall. So you can stay here and hold on to your chair. If you're feeling like you wanna try a little bit more, maybe you work on releasing the hand. Wherever you are, we're gonna take 3 more breaths. Breathe in, breathe out. Strong right leg, breathe in, breathe out. Last one, breathe it in, let it go. Good, and then the knee comes in, drop it down, shake it out. Woo! That standing leg does all the work while we're not paying any attention to it. So, take that left leg nice and strong. Again, that mountain leg, that trunk. Bend the right knee, open the knee out to the side. It's a hip opener here. Stand up tall. Keep the heel at the ankle. Slide the foot up to the shin, belly in, or help it on up into the thigh. Whatever you do, the leg and the foot are heading toward each other with equal measure. Keep your hands on your chair if you like, or you can give it a go. 3 more breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. 2 more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Last one. Breathe it in. Let it go. Good. Then draw the knee in, drop it down, shake it out. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Now, come to the back of your chair, and then we're gonna stand up nice and tall. We're coming up to our tippy toes. So use the back of your chair for support, and then come down. Then lift the heels up and drop the heels down. Keep it going. So we're holding our belly in as we do this, right? So the stomach and the abs support the low back. So we want to feel strong and stable in here. So as we do this, go up and down. The key to balance, too, I'm looking all over the place. The key to balance is to find a single unmoving spot. So pick it on the floor, out in front of you, up towards the sky, whatever works. Still bring those heels up. If you want to try testing your balance, you can let go of the chair. Arms reach up as the heels come up. Arms down, heels down. Okay, see how this works? If you like, you can lift the heels up and stay here. Wherever you are, we're here for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, And one. Drop down to the heels, shake it out. Good. And now we're going to come to sit back down. So make your way back down. Chair with wheels. All right, so from here, feet are flat on the floor, shoulders back, belly in. We're gonna work on our ankles and our feet a little bit. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our heels, press your heels down, and we're just gonna lift the foot up, not the heel. So just the heel staying down, down. So it's not just the toes coming up, it's everything but the heel. So lift the foot up, heel down, toes down. Toes up, toes down. Good. Now see how high up you can get them. They might come up a lot, they might come up just a tiny bit, and it's all okay. Good. Couple more. Sit up tall, pull your belly in. Good. Release it down, shake it out, roll your shoulders. Good. Now we're gonna work a little bit on our quads here. So come forward just a tiny bit. I'm gonna turn to the side so you can see what's happening. So I'm gonna take one leg, whichever one you like, and we're gonna pull the belly in and then lift the leg up. And then drop it down, but not all the way. Keep it kind of hovering, and then lift it back up. Drop it down. Keep it going. So we're not bending here at the knee, right? It's kind of like just a little bit, maybe slightly more open than 90 degrees, right? So we're just pulling your belly in, because this will also work your core, especially if you come forward on your chair and are leaned back a little bit. This will really work your stomach here too. Hands are down by your chair, helping you out. If this is a lot, I'm with you. I'm feeling it now too. Take a break if you need. Join us back up again. Breathing in. Breathing out. We've got 10. Oh, why did I say 10? 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Pull your belly in. 3, sit up tall. 2, and 1. Oh my heavens. It's one of those moments where I thought I should have said 5. Okay, sit up tall, pull your belly in. We're gonna go over to the other leg, whatever leg it is. Lift it up, sit up tall, and then lower it down, but not quite all the way. Lift it up, lower it down, not all the way. Keep it going. So then we're pulling our belly in, shoulders are back. Again, you're getting a little bit, if you sit forward onto your chair, and then are leaning back a little bit, you're getting some additional ab work here, whatever you want. You can also be seated, grabbing onto this chair for dear life. It's all fine. Pull your belly in. If you need to take a break, take a break. Try to relax your toes that are on the floor. Try to relax actually your whole shin that's moving around. You don't need to freeze it and lock it up. We have 10, sorry. 9, belly in. 8, 7, 6, smile. 5, take a break if you need. 4, 3, 2, oh my gosh, and 1, let it go. Take the hands, give yourselves a little palpation. Palpation. Good. Good, and then sit up nice and tall, roll your shoulders back. Then hands are coming to the thighs, we're almost done. All right, first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna just work on the face a little bit. Stretch the muscles in the face, I mean, of course. So we're gonna squeeze our face like we just had a really funky lemon, like super sour. Just squeeze it in, and then let it go. One more, squeeze it in, and then let it go. And then open the mouth out wide, and then close it. Then go ahead and open your mouth out wide, stick your tongue out, and then close it. No one's looking at you. Go ahead, one more. Open up your mouth and stick your tongue out. Relax, good. Now, back to the legs, almost there. What we're gonna do is we're gonna extend one leg forward. So again, sit up tall. You can lean back if you need to. Then we're just gonna lift the leg up. Just a few of these, not too many. Pull your belly in here too. You wanna stay supported, always supporting that low back. Good, and then we're gonna keep the leg up, point the toe, and make circles in with the ankle. In one direction, and then the other direction. So something that's really nice to do here is to draw the alphabet with your toes. right? Like A, not the whole leg, C, D, right? We'll do that another day. But if you're just watching TV, it's a good thing to do. And go ahead and release the leg down, shake it out, and then back up at your other leg, extend it, and then lower. Keep your foot flexed, sit up tall. When I stop thinking about it, I start to slouch. And forward and down. So that alphabet thing to do is good while you're watching TV, if you get a break in the television, rather than getting up and going to the kitchen and getting yourself something to eat. If you did that the last commercial, then you can spend this commercial and straighten the leg, point and flex the toe, and draw the alphabet with your ankles and your toes. Go ahead in both directions and circle. It works your brain as well. I like everything that works more than one thing at a time. So make sure you go in both directions with your ankle, point and flex, and go in circles, and then lower the leg down. And the last little shake out, roll your shoulders. Then we're gonna take 2 big breaths in, arms reach up, big inhale, let it go. One more big breath in, let it go. Good, and sit up nice and tall. We're gonna close our eyes. Just breathe for a little bit. Let your shoulders relax. Again, gentle lifting through the heart. Feet are nice and solid on the floor. Pull your belly in to support you. And then relaxing through the face. Slow your breath down and come back into your breath. Notice any thoughts that come up, what you gotta do later, some conversation you had last week, whatever's popping up into your brain, just set it aside. Let your thoughts be like leaves, right? You see another leaf, and then you let it fall into the creek and roll away. And another leaf comes, the laundry, the dishes, and then let it roll away. Meditation isn't so much about having no thoughts. Actually, it's not about having no thoughts, but about creating space in between the thoughts that we have. So with every thought that comes up, notice it and just let it roll down the creek. We're going to stay here for about 10 breaths. You want to stay here and relax a little bit longer, please do so. If you're ready, go ahead and open your eyes. They're closed. Roll your shoulders. And then you can place your hands at heart center. My wish is for all of us to be happy, to be healthy, and to live with ease. Thank you for coming and joining me for this practice. They say chair yoga is easy. I don't know who they are, but they're not right. Take a big breath in. Let it go. Just be proud of all that we have accomplished. And just find some gratitude. Thank you. Namaste.